see what comes out. And Gwen taken away from Light Show immediately. I like this takeaway.
Yes,
Malphite
that's
taken away from TJ.
so top lane bans again. And Gwen, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, one of those top laner picks that just I feel like our top laners are really honed in on this season. They just aren't going to get some of their champions. We're never going to see Frank play Gangplank. I'm not sure we're ever going to see Gemsy play Riven. I'm not sure we'll ever see Lightshow play Gwen. So banned out here. Malphite and Ivern taken away from Zahn. Of course, not surprises either, right? The Ivern for Whittle, now that he's back in the lineup after a week off, the Ivern ban is back for Zahn.
Think carefully, my friend.
Alright. Braum against Bassoon. That does leave up the Maokai. And Smolder taken away here for Inferno. Inferno very comfortable on the Smolder. So we'll have to see what is picked here. I'm not sure what a strong first pick is. It does feel like they're happy to have Lowell on anything on this team. Yoni is very willing to fit in, and Xayah could be back-to-back first picks. It looked really good last game,
Flexible,
5-0,
very safe.
and then it ended up faltering out as the game went on. But yeah, what do you think about Xayah for Inferno?
I think it's not something I usually see Inferno on. This is probably a troll, but we have a cat hovered. But I like the confidence to go ahead and pick up an AD carry early, and I think Xayah is a good one to manage. You just have to play the early game safe and get to 6, and then play around your ultimate to be able to peel yourself. It's a second flash almost in terms of level of safety. Maokai picked up. To no one's surprise for Bassoon.
Yeah, the Maokai seems to get through easily, but he's got such a good record on it. I wonder if at some point they'll stop being so happy to just let him take it.
Yeah, Lilia picked up for TQ Kit. So Xayah likes to play Lilia, should be able to find lots of feather call opportunities. Jarvan hates playing Lilia. So Whittle, I think, hesitating on this pick. And here we go. So another opportunity to be able to lock down Lilia.
Lilia, one of TQ's best champions. So definitely should be pretty comfortable with that. Oh, nice. You got the sub coming in.
Yay!
Thanks, Don Kaler.
And Don Caller.
Yeah, well, it's an I, but yeah.
I know them. That's my kit.
Oh, sweet. Welcome, welcome. Hopefully you enjoy some LCC action. Don Caller was taken. Oh, so sad. Okay, Don Caller it is. That's what we'll call you.
I have a nickname on, so I don't even see the username. It's okay. So first round of picks are done. We've got Vi, Alistar, Xayah. So this is such a fun dive combo. You could lock somebody down.
Vi Alistar works very
like
well
a
together.
Cho'Gath.
Should buy enough space for Xayah. The Tristana, you know, might be. Can you buffer anything that Vi is going to do to you with Tristana? I feel like not. It's too instant.
You kind of can, but she can also knock you out of your jump with both Q and ult.
Some more bans coming out. We still have to see both these top laners pick. So the top lane matchup not yet decided, and that has been such a volatile role here for Zahn on the blue side. Meanwhile, Frost really going with the Maokai Tristana that we saw all the way back to week 1. This is what they played bot lane, and I feel like they'll be comfortable in the 2v2. We could look to see them just try and brawl it out into Xayah Alistar. I think Tristana Maokai is nice and strong lane. But yeah, both of our solo lanes still yet to go. I really don't know what Lowell is going to play in his final match here. The A-Soul banned out against him. He will not get to play the Dragon.
See Aurelia come back.
Yeah, we could see the Aurelia. Also, what will TJ pick?
Yeah, Cho'Gath taken away from him. So Cho'Gath and Malphite, his two most comfortable picks in the top side.
Some of
You
his
may see him
earlier
fall
picks.
back onto Jarvan, but Jarvan really doesn't like playing into Lilia, and Maokai also is strong into him.
Well, Gnar
So
is picked
Gnar
here.
locked in.
I was gonna say some of
Perhaps a
his.
Nasus?
Yeah, exactly right. Some of his earlier picks, Nasus and Mundo, come to mind. But Gnar is, ranged top laner, pretty difficult situation either
Yeah,
way.
powerful pick. So there's the
Nasus is going to
Nasus.
be picked. Yes, look at us. We are so smart.
It's like we've done this a little bit, and then so we're gonna looking for a mid laner for the well. I mean, I wouldn't even hate an Anivia, but you're gonna be wanting to follow in with the Vi, so probably something that dives in as well. But we're trying to buy time for Nasus to get to the late game,
I mean, Vi
and you're
Ari
gonna
is a
need to be able to deal with
traditional
Lilia.
mid jungle that works really well. Syndra
Syndra. Okay,
instead
this
will
makes a
be
lot of
picked.
sense for the well. So
It's a little
Syndra
bit.
makes sense, pairs with Vi.
I feel like Syndra can be abused a little bit more than the Ari, a little bit less escape. We'll see if Clone picks something that can capitalize on that. The Yorick is hovered. Looks like he wants to play the Yorick. Will his team
Yorick
let him is the real
mid.
question.
Yep, bringing it into Syndra.
It's
And
going
it's
to be
locked in.
Yorick. And it's kind of interesting because I think Syndra can just scatter the weak the ghouls away, so this should seem a little bit. We are headed here onto the Rift for our final game of the evening. The Zon Plague take on the the Zon Plague take on the Freljord Frost. Piltover already won their game.
And we've got potentially a face-off, but it looks like both teams are just going to walk away immediately. And Whittle Guy saving the potion gold this time around. TJ finding himself a little ward ski, but going to take a bit of chip damage in return for it. Clone doing the same.
Alright, so Freljord was able to win this match in week 2 of the regular season. This is the second round robin that they've played, so they should be warmed up to each other. Ready to go,
These
ready
teams
to
currently,
rumble it out.
yep, these teams is currently sitting at the same record, 5-2, right?
4-2, yeah.
Or 5-1, 4-2. And so we will have a definitive top to the leaderboard after this match.
Well, a definitive second
we'll
place.
have to, two,
Yeah.
yeah. But a little more defined than it was before.
Okay,
Lowell
Lowell.
trying to keep up this pressure on
just
the clone.
missing. Yeah, definitely using that ranged into melee advantage onto the Yorick. A couple key abilities have missed here, and the ghouls out are going to actually pretty much even up this lane. Lowell taking a ton of damage here. Yeah, that just a single throw of the ghouls.
Clone really is almost in kill range, but yeah, those ghouls are difficult for Syndra to be able to take down. Just chasing her and providing chip damage. Clone going for Adoran's blade here rather than Adoran's shield, trying to make play it aggressively.
Alright, so both junglers started bot side. They are pathing top. This means that the action could come the way of TJ and Light Show. Meanwhile, the transition gank opportunity came and went for both these teams. First box will go down, and Lowell is stuck. It's going to be a flash away. Ignite going down, and is it enough? It's a solo bolo in the mid lane as Clone picks up the kill, and Lowell goes down.
Okay, we need to fast forward to sync because I'm ahead of you.
I don't want to miss too much because these junglers are pathing top. I am definitely sped up here. TQ hovering. Looks like Whittle is going to gank, transition gank mid. And Light Show and TQ are going in onto TJ. Stunned down onto TJ. TJ in a lot of trouble. Will go down. And that's a second kill going over to Freljord. Over 1,000 gold up at 3.5 minutes here. As TQ finds one for Frost to get on the board. Whittle gank spot
Nicely
here.
done.
Will escape. Yeah, very nicely done for this team. Speed back up a little bit. I'll let you know when I'm live. Alright, seems like we're kind of evening out. I don't know, TQ is looking top again. Okay, engage here from Bassoon. Inferno and Yoni are gonna the headbutt back, but Carly flash forward. The rocket jumped in onto Inferno, and they find the kill. So it's 3 kills across 3 lanes. Everywhere in every lane is going the way of Freljord here. Alright. I can't possibly be that far
How
behind.
so far back?
Okay, I'm
I have
live
so
now.
much to zoom forward. I'm at 5 minutes.
Yep.
Okay. An immediate maiden pull out from Clone, just trying to get that shove through. Hammer home that Lowell went for a reset. How dare you?
Yeah, so in the course of 5 minutes, this game has swung. It's a 2k gold lead for Freljord. They have kills in every lane, and
Going for Dragon now.
Zon is on the back foot completely. Light Show, the tumble forward into tower range, but level 6. I mean, yeah, Dragon is going to be taken here.
Level 6, double CS, of course, TJ on Nasus will be able to scale, but it's going to take time.
We saw our sexy last week play the Susan, and so many stacks came out of the jungle. This week, back into top lane. This is a very aggressive play here from Whittle. TQ might find this. Oh,
He
the
didn't
big
find it,
one.
but he will steal the Raptor.
Secured by Lilia. That's good timing there. Bassoon and Carly looking again. Headbutt away. Will disengage.
The team's chilling out for now. I think Clone's gonna... I'm looking at mid lane to be the next point of contention.
Well, I think it's now, after Clone got that solo kill, I think it's really up to him to press, and he won't want to look for another all-in until he gets Ignite, Flash, and probably Trinity Force. Skylar Weak here does land again, so laning decently into each other. Lowell stabilized. Okay, I think if I pull up the objective timers, we got 3 minutes on Dragon, so it is probably going to be Voigrub's topside, and I think the Freljord should just be able to take this if they want it. It's up to TQ and the rest of the Frost. Reset here from Bassoon. We'll see where Bassoon walks out, and if they actually send them towards that Grubs. It looks like he is going to walk out towards Voigrubs, so let's see if the Frost dedicate any more resources topside. Meanwhile, the bot lane of Zon will push in here, and they will get a plate on the counter as the opportunity cost.
Even with the tier, Lowell pushed in so hard that he's out of mana.
Yeah, Lowell has to reset. Does have teleport here, so might be able to fight this out, but teleport out from multiple solo laners as Light Show as himself comes back. And Carly is going to be alone here. Whittle finds him. But level 6 to level 6. We'll just rocket jump away. And so they've given up the neutral objective. Instead, they get a big punish. It's a nice invade here from Whittle. Find a bit of space for his bot lane. Carly forced to reset here in the Fnatic brush. Really aggressive macro play here from Whittle. Light Show dominating. The flash in, the Gnar, the bullet. It's there. Light Show with a solo kill. Solo bolo in the top lane.
He's trying to silence the chat. He said, "Do you think I can't lane against Nasus? I'll show you." Goes in hard, and he comes out with a solo bolo for himself. Nicely played in the top side.
What a decisive play there to flash Gnar into the wall. And then everything landed from there. Flash in from Clone. They're committing everything. Rocket jump in. It's all onto Whittle. They commit a lot, but he does go down. That's two flashes used for that jungler. So Vi drops. It's 5 kills going over to Freljord as they're starting to freeze out the plague. And that is one of the ways that you can deal with a plague.
Engage
actually.
bot side. Inferno could be caught up with the Nature's Grasp. Soon trying for the Witches to advance forward. Under the tower now.
Oh, unfortunate. Yoni headbutts away instead of headbutting under tower, and the Ignite went down onto Carly. So Inferno does survive, but all ultimates and summoner spells used on the side of Zon. And this could just be a look for Carly to try and...
Maiden chucked under tower, but Lowell could be punished for his indiscretions as the Maiden tanks the tower and continues to pull damage forward. Maiden will be finished, but
Light
TJ...
Show again, a big ultimate out from Nasus to barely survive. The healing right at the last minute. Here are the ghouls under tower. So, I mean, Lowell is in... this is dire situation for Zon. They're on the brink of getting absolutely annihilated this game, and Light Show continuing to put the pedal to the metal up here in this top lane. Up already 36 CS and a kill. Light Show dominating up here in the top lane.
96 stacks now on Nasus. So managing to keep up some of the stacking, but that's really about it. As nice
Scatter
jump
the
damage
weak used onto Clone. And there is the unleashed power. They get a big shutdown. Zon finally on the board with their first kill of the evening, of the match, and they needed that one. They need to try and find a way back together, and Whittle and Lowell have been a great connection for this team. Carly is here though. This is going to be a 3v3. The Drowsy will go down. Sleeps come across onto 2. Carly jumping over the bull and onto the horns. Finds Whittle. That's 1 down. Yoni has the ultimate popped. Strong defensive stats. Will survive. So it's 1 for 1 at the end of that big fight mid.
It was a great play out of Whittle and Simon to link up there, drop the ultimates, find a pick. But then a follow-up from Frost managed to catch them on the overstay, and now they're going to pick up a dragon for themselves. Well played from Failure with Frost to react to that.
Yeah, this is their second dragon of the match. It is on Vision, but there's really no way to contest. And Freljord just looks to be a step ahead in this game. I'm not sure if it's the draft or the players or something in between, but they just look good as Light Show 2 levels up here, taking the fight to TJ. 40 farm up, 12 minutes in. It's only going to get worse for this Nasus.
You have so much pressure coming down onto these towers. 2 plates left top side and 2 plates left mid.
Nasus looking to try and find a way. There's no Gnar out from Light Show, so TJ trying to find a way. One more stack will do it, and he finds it. It's a massive
What a
shutdown.
solo bolo!
TJ turning the game around, and he needs to do that consistent. Oh my god, that was so big
Zon
for
played
Zon.
dig deep.
A big find from this Nasus.
They find a pick mid and then they blunder it a bit. But now Whittle Guy about to purchase his Triforce, and TJ, without even finishing his first item, turns it around on a Light Show and finds a pick all on his own.
Plus 12 in the chat. Yeah. Stacks acquired.
Right. 150 stacks right now for TJ on the top side.
150 at 12 minutes is pretty good.
Yep,
But
he's managed to hold on to getting stacks even though he's down big farm.
headbutt down. They use ultimate. Everything is out onto Bassoon, but Bassoon's still kiting out under tower. There's no items here for any of the Zon members. They don't have complete items. Lowell playing in the bush. The flash forward does find Carly, but it's instead the rocket jump away. So unfortunate.
Lowell perhaps feeling the pressure to make a pick happen, but flashes forward and unable to find anything.
Clone getting so much done with his maiden.
Yep, Lowell managing to match in CS, but there is so much pressure coming in from Freljord Frost.
I will say, as long as Light Show has ultimate, I don't think TJ has that all-in ability. But you know, you've got to keep an eye on that matchup now. You can't just go for these solo kills anymore, even though he's looked so good all game.
No, massive respect for TJ to her identifying that window and then exploiting it when Light Show stepped up too far.
All right, so that lane has really changed dynamics here. As Whittle spends a little bit of time up here, but TQ, look at this invade from TQ and Inferno and Chestnut. Sorry, Inferno and Yoni. Sorry, I said for 2 years it was Inferno and Chestnut, but Inferno and Yoni are potentially going to be the result. There's a flash engage from Bassoon. The Bramble Smash comes down, but it looks like they've gotten away. They've used all their ultimates. They might have not known the TQ is there, but Lilia does not pop the ultimate. Light Show looking to make the play. The ultimate in, but the counter ultimate from TJ. It looks like they will just
spacing
go
it out from the wall.
the Wither onto Light Show.
Brave
Looks
to
like,
chase forward at this point.
I feel like they just went ban for ban on ultimates there. And that's good for Light Show. Anytime that you can get that Nasus ulti away, it's definitely a win.
Provides you with an opening to be able to look for something. TJ is trying to hold out for this next teleport charge to be able to get a reset in, pick up that Triforce, and we're looking for a gank topside.
Alright, they're spending it all. That's a
Light
flash
Show.
out from Light Show. There's no Gnar. Bassoon is here topside. It's a rocket jump in from Carly, and the Buster shot just on the edge of victory will find the solo kill bot lane. And Inferno drops, and that means they've committed everything up here. Bassoon's already up here. Unleash power onto the Maokai, but the Maokai's got so many defensive abilities. The Locket will keep him alive. Clone with a flash in kills Whittle. And a gorgeous defensive usage by Bassoon will bait out the damage, and he's going to walk away. Oh, Scatter the Weak means that he finds him anyways. Look at that healing! Okay. He at least did go down. I thought Maokai was going to get away with that. That was going to be highway robbery.
Yep, Bassoon feeling very comfortable in this Maokai week after week. Managing to have it come through and finding a good place for himself. Looked like he might have been caught out there, but as you mentioned, Unleashed Power going down on the Maokai and not finishing him off, and then even on the bounce side, just eking through. Just enough HP. Mid tower to go down to Clone and the Maiden.
Yeah,
We're gonna
Clone
have
and
four
Carly
Triforces in
looking
this
pretty
game,
good, right?
probably.
I mean, they're looking primed, ready to go 3-1 on the Yorick, 4-0 on the Tristana. Looking set up to try and carry this game, and that's what you want out of your mid laner in your carry. Aptly named. Onto the Dragon. This would be their third. And we are going to see a pretty big rumble here. Carly separated from his team. Teleport in from TJ onto the Dragon. Dragon already leashed down to 4,000 HP. Will reset here. But
Clone does
now
not have
Zahn
TP to
is in
join this.
position to actually fight this out. It's down to 2,500 health. Watch the engage. Will Light Show actually find a way in? No way in. So Smite secured. Here's the Nature's Grasp in. The fight is after the objective, but the call is going to be out. And it looked like with that Nature's Grasp, I thought they might have followed that up and just taken that fight, but with no Yorick there, they decide to not actually fight it out. It is only a single dragon, but it does mean that Freljord's dragon stacking is halted here on the third dragon.
Clone finding his way to the tower, but it's taken him a moment, and just 2 auto attacks will do him as Yoni and Luell try to clear out this main, perhaps find pick onto him. Inferno and Whittle Guy, however, in the mid lane, sees an assist down to Carly. He's half
Whittle finds a
HP.
lot onto Carly, but Bassoon is here for his carry, and they will just escape, so that's ultimate down. And that's definitely Vi's most important ability used willy-nilly here. They weren't actually very close to getting that kill, and so that's a big miss, I think, for Zahn at this point in the game to be using that ultimate. Scatter the
If you
weak
really
out
want
from
to be trying
Luell.
to find a kill every time as you possibly can.
Alright, here's the engage down onto Yorick, but Yorick pretty tanky at this point, and look at the damage that Whittle is taking. Whittle down to just a fraction of HP. The ghouls onto Luell, now chunking out the Syndra. Bassoon
It's a lot
is
of
here.
damage, and there's so much pressure in every lane.
I'm thinking Bassoon might be caught out. Flash out from Bassoon. Yep, it gets away with the flash. Okay. That was very aggressive positioning, trying to find the pickup kill, but not knowing where Yoni or Inferno were. Inferno's had such a great season, but Bassoon and Carly have done such a good job this game of really shutting him down, as Whittle is going to queue in to steal it away. Carly now jumped in onto the backside, but he's alone. His team's not there. The Ignite goes down. One more auto. It's a big shutdown as Carly will drop. It's 2 for 1 so far as Lowell dies on the side of that, but Light Show is here, and it's a reset from TJ. TJ has no way into this fight. It means it will be a 3rd kill, and the Freljord Frost stomp the Plague in a team fight.
The game seems to be snowballing in their favor, as this macro pressure is huge at a Light Show and Clone. But TJ says, maybe I have something to say about that. Nasus Warriors unite. He's scaling.
Yeah, he's got... I mean, York is pretty insane as well, and he's got 4 kills, and he's got a lot more farm, a lot more gold. So, if we take a look at the individual gold, yeah, he's about 3,000 gold up over Nasus at this point. So, I do believe in the late game Nasus, and we'll check in on those stacks, up to 381. But he's got to get a little bit closer than down 3,000 gold in order to have a realistic fighting chance here. Freljord Frost
Not there, but
looking
Clone
strong.
just dropped all that money, and man, he is looking formidable.
Alright. Freljord looking to continue. Baron is up, Dragon up in 90 seconds. I don't think either team is really chomping at the bit to take this Baron, but there are a couple of pings down, and Carly is going to walk over. They do have really nice deep vision here on the Baron side of the map, and they might just decide to take this objective and at least try and start this fight, as Clone is bot lane, will not be able to come, and it is going to be Baron started, so we do need to take a look here at Inferno and the rest of Zon if they're able to find a way in. Let's see what Whittle can do. TQ has it down to 7k HP. It's the jump in from TJ Bassoon down to half. Freljord already pretty low at the start of this fight, and Carly is caught on the side. A massive bonk as TJ is going to find it. Freljord is throwing oh no, it's gone awry. The Zon Plague, they found the damage on the objective. Freljord thought that they could just start the fight. They couldn't. That was a
Players
huge
unite. TJ sits at 420 stacks currently. There's 24 seconds to this next dragon, and that's a huge momentum swing for Zone Plague. Clone, of course, still picking up almost 1.5 towers, but that's got to sting.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no answer to the York. I don't think Nasus can realistically actually answer the York, so wherever York goes is going to be winning for Freljord, but we are up to 450 stacks now on the Nasus and counting. 22 minutes in. I'd say by the time we get to 30 minutes, it's pretty assured that this Nasus might be able to
Desist is still on cooldown, so is Unleash Power.
Okay, they're teleporting in. I can't believe they're committing to this. This is only 3rd dragon, so abilities being used. Knockup lands. A headbutt out. Bassoon is out of the fight. Already, Yoni is dead, but Clone goes down. It's a big shutdown. It is secured. Goes over to Freljord. That's their 3rd. The Feather Root from... it's a double kill, though. What can Carly do? Carly steps up into the fight. The rocket jump forward, but the Q from TJ smacks down the Tristana. The Yordle is evaporated out of this air. It's going to be a 3 for 2 after TQ picked that up, but TJ walks straight into tower.
TJ, there's a tower! Okay, that's a whoopsie. That's a wild card.
Oh, what is chat going to say about that, dude?
I will monitor chat.
Yeah, hopefully nobody says something we need to ban, but my my goodness, what the heck was that?
Chat says he for gore. TJ was calculated. He was distracting them from chasing the well.
I can't.
Sports Center, not top 10. I ain't saying nothing.
We all witnessed that together. All right. Oh man, So Engage is coming out. Flash away. Where flashes from both Carly and
Light
Bassoon.
Show's on the flank, but he's just run out of his Narbar.
Those are big summoner spells at this point in the game. Carly and Bassoon, neither of them have flash. I do think that their team fight without Carly does really fall apart because the split push has been solely handed off to Clone now. So they still have definite ways to win if Carly is eliminated, but the team fighting is going to go the way of Zon if they're able to find picks onto Carly. No flash will make it just that much easier.
Zonplay really are designed to find a pick as well.
Yeah, but they've got it set up where they don't feel comfortable matching Nasus into the Auric, which means they don't have the burst AP damage. And Bassoon finds the pick. Beautiful warding from the Frost, and this is gonna be a full-out 3-man pick, all based on the vision play. As a support, you love to see it. Capitalize on that. That might be the game right there. 25 minutes in, it definitely will be them cracking open the base. I'm not sure how much else they'll be able to get, but pings down onto the Baron. The game was kind of back and forth. They had a big lead, but now they're 10k up, and that is definitely a big advantage. Lowell trying to get out of that box decides better just flash.
Yeah, really showing that they have just a huge wallet to swing as they try to end this game. But TJ, really the bright spot
think
as
TJ
we end
wins
in
this.
the late game.
Oh, he doesn't have flash. He has ghost. Oh, saved by Light Show. That's why I don't like playing no flash Nasus, because it feels good to flash Q. But raise your
Nature's
thin
Grasp
margins.
down onto 2.
Yeah, you know,
Frost have the Baron. Cease and desist lands down onto TQ Kit. Lilia
still
trying
has
to get
flash.
away.
Should be able to just get out of this. Nice scout of the week will land though. There's the flash. Might actually be able to get away after that flash. Can Whittle find him? Is going to be turn and burn onto Bassoon. The Unleash power goes again onto the Maokai. So much healing coming back on the Maokai. Clone now into the fight. Carly here as well. What can they do in terms of cleanup? TQ had to fully reset, so it's going from base. It's a 3 versus 2 for now, but Lysho's on the way. And the longer the failure can extend this fight, the more that they can win it. Carly has to try and find an angle in. Yoni goes down. Inferno ultimate out. Where does Carly jump? Buster shot away. TJ goes down. It's a double kill. On the side, Lowell goes down. Inferno, the last one remaining.
Flash to dodge out the seed. No bowling ball is going to pick off Inferno this night.
The Freljord and Frost
But
have
it does
just
look like
played
Freljord and Frost are
so
going
well
to
as a
accelerate
team.
this so quickly to an end.
And it wasn't a single lane, it wasn't a single player, it really was a decisive team victory. When you look at these numbers, it's not one guy that had a stand-up performance. The Freljord Frost just showed up today. They knew that today was the featured game, and they delivered 9-25, a dominant victory here at 27.5 minutes, Jason. GG's as Freljord win.
Big GG's.
Win the game. They head to second.